I'm in the middle of nowhere trying to get content.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Minami and I'm back again with another interesting vlog in the Cameroon series. In today's video, we're going to be exploring the beautiful city of Sangmelima in the south region of Cameroon. In today's video, we're going to be seeing the activities of the locals, visiting poultry farms, piggeries. So interesting, and you're going to be learning so much about agriculture as being part of the backbone of Cameroon, visiting local factories, making of pots, and lots of other interesting things. The activities of the locals: farming, hunting, visiting the bushmeat markets, pineapple plantations, and lots of other interesting stuff. And yes, I also got to see my grandma. So keep watching, subscribe, and stay tuned. Mwah. I arrived Sangmelima at about 5 p.m. So tired but yet so excited to meet my grandma. I stopped by the local bakery hoping to get a cake for my grandma, but I didn't find any because all I saw were the small cakes which you saw in the clip that just passed. I finally got home and I was so excited. It was my grandma's birthday and I had not seen my grandma for over 2 years. It was so exciting. It was a full house. There were people that were there to see my grandma. And did you just see my grandma though? My grandma, she's forever young. And I handed her her birthday gift, which she loved. My grandma, she's full of smiles. I was really happy and grateful that she was happy with everything. So we ate, or I ate. I had I think this is isuba and something. I don't remember, correct me if I'm wrong. So later that evening, some of the students from my grandma's city came and sang for her. They are from Congo, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's Congo Brazzaville or something. So they sang her happy birthday in different languages. Like, it was just so happy. My grandma was happy, everybody was happy, everybody ate and was full. This lady, she's forever young. I'm super proud to be her granddaughter. So it was a very nice evening, happiness, everybody saying good things and like singing for my grandma. We also did some karaoke, which I forgot to record because I was caught up in the moment. So we did like singing and singing. I'll just let you watch and catch up later. Happy birthday to you. The next morning we were out and about. My grandma took me to go explore the beautiful city of Sangmelima. It's not my first time in Sangmelima, but then this time I wanted to take you guys along. Sangmelima is a very interesting city, or should I call it a town or a village? It's so interesting, as you see moving forward in this video. I've been to Sangmelima several times, but this time I wanted to take you guys along to explore and see the lifestyle of the locals here in Sangmelima. Sangmelima is a small town in the south region, and the languages that are mostly spoken in this area is French and Bulu. But regardless, there are still a couple of Anglophones here. Those are people from the English-speaking region. It's a friendly town with lots and lots of hardworking people. You will see lots of trees and timbers, and that explains why you're going to see lots and lots of woodwork. There are lots of carpenters in this area, and also children who are so creative that make games out of wood and bamboos and things like that. I really wish I was able to show you guys all of that, but yes, we went to this area, like it was so far away. There's so much land to explore in Sangmelima, and lots of people are farmers or hunters. Just like you see, there are people who live and just at the back of their house is like a whole forest. So the people here do a lot of hunting. So yeah, it's commonly known for people to eat bushmeat instead of cow meat because of their surrounding. Visited this local plantation, pineapple plantation, and as you can see, it's doing really well. Imagine this being owned by an individual. In Vomeka, there are lots of bigger plantations, some of which are owned by the government. This farm or plantation is owned by an individual, and he grows the pineapples, and once they are ready to be eaten, they are being sold in the local market. Lots of the things that are sold in local markets in Cameroon are being produced by the farmers. Everything is organic. I mean, my people are so hardworking. So we explored this farm and we saw lots and lots of, like, I was really inspired. Agriculture is so beautiful and is the backbone of most African countries, especially Cameroon. There are lots of farmers, and like I explained in my previous videos, because of the different soils in different regions, they support different crops. So this is one of the pineapple which was grown. I'm sure it's going to be kept any of these days to be taken to the local farm, and these pineapples are so sweet. I wish you could have a taste of them. After exploring this farm, we then moved to the next. Another peculiar thing about Sangmelima is the yellow soil, or should I say the red soil. This soil is used by the locals to build their houses, and these houses are said to be gun-proof. Isn't that interesting? I don't know about you, but I find that very interesting. So they use the soil and mold blocks out of the soil, then build their houses. Some people go ahead to cement the outside, like just to make the outer part of their houses smooth with cement. But then the house on its own is being built or made out of mud, like mud houses. Other people have houses made out of blocks, but it all just ranges. Sangmelima has his local hospital. It also has a very good university which the government invested, which is the Interstate University for Congo and Cameroon. And you have lots and lots of international students in this university. It's really and truly amazing. We also passed by and saw these local yams which are being planted, and they are taken straight out of the farm and brought to be sold. Another interesting thing about Sangmelima are the granules which they sell. Unlike other regions of Cameroon where boiled granite is sold, in Sangmelima they fry the granite and sell them. And guess what? My grandma named her cité after me. So we visited the cité and saw some of the rooms were still under construction, but she was doing a very good job. I was super proud of her. We also passed by this local factory where pots are being made and sold to the local inhabitants, and these pots are so nice and solid. You can cook food in it and they don't easily get burnt. It was really nice. I wish I was there from the start of, or the making of the pot and everything, but these are a few samples of the pots that are made there. They are being taken to the local markets on market days or sold just in front of the factory. And guess what? The factory is just the outer part of somebody's house, but they don't let that stop them. They go in and work so hard. After that, we visited my auntie's farm, which you're going to be seeing after this. Auntie Vicky, if you're watching this, you are so inspiring, like the work you put into this farm. This is our local sugar cane. It's a fruit and it's so sweet, just like the name, sugar cane. So we visited this farm. It's owned by one powerful lady. So she has a piggery, a poultry. She has lots and lots of pigs, some of which have given birth to other piglets. And so by the time we got there, the pigs were taking their food. I don't know if that was lunch or whatever. This is the biggest piggy in the whole farm, and he was trying to get into the camera. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the pigs which she has. So she has employed quite a number of people that take care of this farm, and isn't that beautiful? One thing about the motherland is people try to create employment in their own little ways. they don't let things stop them. This is a lady, she has a farm and she has been able to employ other people to take care of those farms. She has helped with employment in her own little way, and then people get to eat. And during festive periods in Cameroon, some tribes like the Bakuri people, pigs are really important. They use them for weddings, payments of bride price, also people like making getting trotters and also all sorts of things. I don't know why I'm rambling. Oh, it gets tiring sometimes finding the right words to describe these videos. So she also plants vegetable. This is huckleberry. It's used to cook fufu corn and vegetable. There's also a fish pond, and just on the other side where I was pointing is a fish pond which belongs to her neighbor. So yes, she's growing tilapia. That's a different kind of fish. So other times she also grows mud fishes, and when the fishes are big enough to be sold or used or eaten at home, all they do, from what I inquired, was to empty this, like take the water to the other side, empty the water, and then they are able to easily take out the fish. It was so interesting. I got here quite late. I was told if I wanted to see the fishes, I was supposed to come very early in the morning when they are being fed or something like that. So all I could see were the small fishes that were floating. I tried to zoom in the camera so that you guys can have a look of it. I was really so impressed. After the fish point, I'm going to take you guys to the poultry farm, but first, look at this pawpaw that is surviving under harsh conditions. She also plants pepper and leeks and lots of other fruits. I hear the Nigerians commonly say Cameroon pepper is hot pepper. So this is Cameroon pepper. They are all fresh and green, and once they get ripe, some are yellow and some are red, just like our flat, green, red, yellow. Okay, that was just an aside. So far, if you're enjoying this video, which I know you're loving, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for lots of amazing videos. This year I'm going to be traveling a lot by God's grace and exploring different places and letting you guys see all these amazing places from my camera. So this is her poultry farm, and she has over 1,000 chicks. And one thing about poultry farming is you have to be very careful with these chicks, especially when they are small. Some of them tend to die before they even grow, but you have to handle them with so much care and everything. And I was really so proud that one strong lady, like women are doing it, has all of these, like had this initiative. Just like they say, or like my mother always tells me, ground know the full man. Agriculture is so great. So she plants different vegetables and stuff like that. After that, we went to the local farm, the local market. I don't know why I keep saying farm. So we went to the local market because my grandma wanted to make pepper soup for me. In Sangmelima, the market opens every single day, and there are people there very early in the morning, but it was quite late on this day. Like I told you earlier, most of the inhabitants are hunters because they have lots of forests and thick bushes just around their house, and they tend to feed on some of these animals. Of course, not those that are going in extinction. So yeah, you'll find out that in Sangmelima, cow meat is more expensive than bush meat because bush meat is easier accessible. Like people tend to eat cow meat here like during Christmas time or something. There's also chicken as well, like you saw. So we my grandma bought, I don't know, that, yeah, food cow to cook pepper soup for me. And there's also lots and lots of plantains in this area, cocoyams. They are very cheap. The people here are farmers. Like when I say farming here is really important, like everybody has a small farm just next to them. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys on my next one. I've been doing so much talking.